My name is Harry Miller. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Fair Cop, and I'm currently fighting Humberside Police and the College of Police in a judicial review in November 1919. In January, I got a telephone call from my managing director. I own a small business at the Port of Birmingham. And he said that a police officer had turned up at work in response to a complaint from a third party in London who had rung up Humberside saying that they were in fear for the transgender people in my workplace on account of the fact that I tweeted gender critical stuff on Twitter. I was simply making statements such as, I do not believe that trans women are women. Asking questions like, if a person identifies as trans and they commit a rape, which column does that go in? Does it go in the male or the female column? Perfectly reasonable questions as far as I'm concerned. However, simply asking those questions, Humberside have taken the position that they are hateful and are designed to cause distress to the trans community. I asked PC Gull, okay, first and foremost, have I committed a crime? And PC Gull said, oh no question, you have not committed a crime. I said, so why are you ringing me then? And he said, I need to check your thinking. And I said, whoa, hold on a minute. So you're a police officer and you're ringing me to check my thinking? And he said, yes. And I said, have you any idea what that makes you? And he said, no. I said, well, that makes you the thought police. Now, what since we've discovered is that PC Gull has denied this aspect of the conversation, but it's irrelevant because we found a standing order from Humberside Police that requires Humberside Police to check people's belief systems. That's what it says. To challenge and check people's belief systems. So irrespective of the misrepresentation by PC Gull, it's irrelevant. It's in their standing orders to check people's thinking. The reason that we went to court was because I discovered that one, I'd been defamed without any evidence, and two, that this hate incident was now a fixed incident in the records of Humberside Police. That's the thing about a hate incident, is that the College of Police guidelines say no evidence is required. None. No evidence at all. So if a third party perceives it as being hateful, it's hateful. That's it. And this is where it gets super scary because there's no possible recourse. There's no mitigation. There is nothing that you can say to expunge the hate element of an incident. Now, when I got through the crime report or the incident report, what is telling is that it doesn't say incident report at the top of it. It says crime report. In big letters, it says crime report. And then just below it, it says offence, trans hate speech. Much further down, it says category, crime, non-crime. Well, crime, non-crime has got to be the best example of Orwellian doublespeak that I've ever heard. But if you're an employer, potential employer, and you do an enhanced DBS check, I think what you're going to see is a crime report. You're going to see the word offence. You're going to see the words hate. And I think you're never going to even read that crime, non-crime thing before you wrap it up and throw it in the bin. What's happened here is the College of Policing and the police forces in England and Wales have adopted guidance as if it were law. And when you ask for the underpinning law to their guidance, they simply give you the guidance because they conflate law with guidance. We're saying that's not right. In particular, the paragraphs that require no evidence. The third-party reporting, the perception-based reporting that does not require any evidence whatsoever, that bit has to go. I mean, personally, I would like it all to be looked at, but that's the bit that we are saying this cannot stand in a free and democratic society that is based upon the rule of law. You cannot have a situation where the police are not required to have evidence before they record you as having committed a hate incident. That cannot stand. It mustn't stand. So we're standing against it. My main concern is that, like the old National Lottery logo, it could be you. It could be you. How do you know? If you've ever tweeted something or said something and somebody's reported you, they don't like what you say, they've reported it, the police at the moment are obliged to record it as a hate incident, and that may well appear on an enhanced DBS check and you know nothing about it.